Hello dears, now we are going to talk about thyroid gland itself. See, you might have heard about cancer or nodule. So if a patient walks into the clinic and complaining, doctor, I am feeling something here, some palpation here, something, a nodule here, how we will approach that thyroid nodule? Now how we will come to a conclusion, it's a cancer, thyroid cancer. So let's talk about thyroid nodule and cancer. First one, thyroid nodules. How you approach if a patient comes to you? First thing, you will take from the patient history. They say his family members already have history of thyroid cancer, right? Or he had already exposure to radiation, to neck or head. Neck or head area, he already had what? Radiation exposure. He's at high risk of what? Cancer. Right? So already he is having thyroid cancer history in the family or other cancer history, or he is having exposure to what? Radiation to neck or head region. That patient is at a high risk. Or if the patient age is less than 20 years or more than 60 years, or the patient have some hoarseness in the voice. Hoarseness. So you are suspecting maybe this nodule can be what? Cancer. So you first confirm from the history. Now how you do physical examination? Physical examination, you are seeing that that nodule is firm, they are fixed, they are hard. And the patient have some lymphadenopathy, some cervical lymphadenopathy. Again, your doubt get increased. The suspicion, then it can be cancer itself, thyroid cancer, right? To confirm, you will do ultrasound. In ultrasound, if it is hypoechogenic, for sure, if it is cancer, they will absorb the ultrasound, so it will be hypoechogenic, right? Or you are seeing the size is more than 2 centimeter, right? Or they have irregular border, irregular. Or you see some microcalcification. If you got this point, all these point, you have to do a fine needle aspiration, or that is called biopsy. Do biopsy in the patient to confirm whether he is having what? Thyroid cancer or a benign nodule. Right? To differentiate, it's a nodule or a cancer. See, first thing you can do is, if the patient comes to the clinic and if you see the TSH level. If TSH level, if it is low, TSH level is what? Low means that patient is at low risk. He have low risk for cancer. What you do now? So you are not that much suspecting cancer in them. You do a radioactive iodine uptake scan. You are going for this. After doing that, you can have two results. One, you are getting hot nodule, or that is cold nodule. It is hot, the thyroid for sure. We are talking about hyperthyroidism like Graves' disease or something. So treat that, anti-thyroid drugs, everything. If it is cold, check is it functional or non-functional. For sure, if it is cold, then we are suspecting maybe hypothyroidism or say cancer. So in this case, right, you check is it functional or non-functional. If it is non-functional, sure you have to do a fine needle aspiration. It's just a non-functional mass. If there is a functional mass, check is it rule out hypothyroidism, and if it's not hypothyroidism, again go for what? Fine needle what? aspiration. So if someone have TSH low, they are at what? Low risk. So check radioactive iodine uptake scan. What about the other case? If TSH is high or TSH is normal, this patient is not like the previous one, they are at big risk. So directly go for an ultrasound. In ultrasound, the nodule is more than 1 centimeter. For sure, you go for what? Fine needle aspiration. It is less than 1 centimeter. Less than 1 centimeter. You wait. Wait for 6 months. If they are growing, do again FNA. If they are not growing, no problem. So if it is less than 1 centimeter, you can wait. If it is more than 1 centimeter, it is what? FNA. So check, wait and watch, treat till 6 months. So like no one want to do biopsy on them. It's a time consuming procedure, expensive, right? Little painful procedure. So you can't do biopsy directly. So first you have to see, is it a low risk patient or high risk? It is cold nodule, non-functional, sure you have to do what? FNAC. If it is more than 1 centimeter, right? And their TSH is high, they are again at a big risk, do what? FNAC, and you confirm it's cancer or not cancer. Or whenever you come to a state like a question mark, I'm not sure it's a nodule or a cancer. Best thing is what? You can't say someone you have cancer without doing a biopsy or FNAC. Right? So best thing is do biopsy when you comes in a dilemma. So understood how you rule out who is at high risk or low risk or whatever. See, when you do biopsy, if it's a cancer, the thyroid cancer, we can divide into, or already divided, classified. Thyroid cancer. See, if whenever I was not doing video for a long time in YouTube, so you felt my absence, right? You was asking, Dr. Ashik, where is the videos, right? So remember, please feel my absence. Please feel my absence. Please feel my absence. Here P is for, papillary cancer. Which thyroid cancer? Papillary. F for follicular. M for medullary. A for anaplastic. Papillary, follicular, medullary and anaplastic. So remember the mnemonics. If you know the mnemonics, it's very easy to remember, right? Among these, papillary is the most common, but they are the least dangerous. Anaplastic is the least common but most dangerous. See, remember like that. Most common, least dangerous. Least common, most dangerous. Got it? In papillary, if you do biopsy, you can see histologically an orphan Unni nuclei. That is the main finding in papillary, orphan Unni nuclei. If you find that for sure, say papillary thyroid cancer, do surgery and treat them. Right? For follicular, actually very hard to diagnose. Prognosis is very bad here. They look like normal thyroid. Looks like normal thyroid. So commonly doctors make mistake here. They will think follicular is normal thyroid. So very remember how to diagnose here. So remember we do here for radioactive iodine ablation for follicle, because we can remove the follicles by giving high power radiation. Radioactive iodine ablation can be used here. Medullary is the most important one. Here the tumor is in the C cells. C cells, you remember, they produce more calcitonin. If Ashik have more calcitonin, what they cause in our blood? Sure, I will have hypocalcemia. So they will ask you in the CROC, they will ask you in FMG, they ask you in the PG, they ask you in the IMLE, everywhere. Which thyroid cancer will cause you hypocalcemia? Medullary thyroid cancer. Remember, there is an association here. They are associated with the RET oncogene. Remember that also? RET oncogene. And remember, medullary, they are associated with Men's syndrome, pheochromocytoma. If someone have medullary thyroid cancer, they can have association with what? Pheochromocytoma. Last one is anaplastic. They are the least common and most dangerous. Can't treat. Dasvidania, we are done. Like bye bye. If someone have anaplastic, we are dead. Done. Anaplastic, right? Most dangerous one. Remember, they are invasive. They invade your trachea or esophagus, and they will cause you a lot of problem. They are mainly seen in elderly. If someone have anaplastic, means done. The patient is going to die soon. There is no coming back. So these are the main thyroid cancer. Remember the most important points here, right? These are the commonly asked questions in the exam: papillary, follicular, medullary, and anaplastic. So I hope you understood how to approach a nodule and how to look it's a cancer or normal thing, and how you classify thyroid cancer. Do surgery if thyroid cancer is big. Anaplastic, chance is very rare, the patient will come back. Thank you.